Hey, welcome to my video. I'm Ylaysia, and here's another Dear Ylaysia video. I kind of want to talk about my change into positivity and the kind of things that I do now and the steps that I took. A lot of my friends and even people that don't even know me that well have said that they've noticed like a huge shift in the way that I act and the way that I talk, behave, everything. And that's all because like I did like an internal shift. I kind of changed inside and that just shifted everything I did, externally. If you follow me on Twitter, like I'm a pretty open person. I'm very open to making myself vulnerable and I don't really hold back much, especially if it's on my social media. Like, I don't know, it's me, this is me, you're gonna take all of me, I guess. Being open like that has its ups and downs, and for a while I was really down. I dealt with depression for about 4 or 5 years on and off, and it got really bad, and I would be vocal about that on social media. Sometimes looking back, I wish I wasn't as open because I like for people to see all that I am, but at the same time, some people like thrive on other people's sadnesses and other people's issues, and I kind of wish that I didn't, display as much as I did. But regardless, what's done is done. There's a lot of shit going on in my life constantly. It felt like a never-ending battle of just something new every single day. With that, I kind of built a mentality of like, no matter what I do, my life is gonna suck. It was really like destructive. Like I just saw myself as just existing. My philosophy on life was that nothing in the world matters. Like, we're all just human beings that just happen to be born, which, I mean, I still feel is true at some points. But I was using that in a way to, like, excuse my actions. I would be doing stuff that was very self-destructive and very negative, just, not helping me in any type of way. And my excuse was, well, it doesn't matter because, the world is useless anyway. And it got really bad. Like, it was a cycle. I started using, like, bad coping skills like drugs and isolation and I don't know, any poor decision making you can think of. I probably at least attempted it a couple times, but hey, still here. I kind of had like a drastic mental shift, and most people's shift into ascending or into enlightenment is usually pretty gradual, but mine was like instant and almost like smacked me. I kind of mentioned it a little in my last video. I was watching the sunrise with one of my friends, and we were just talking about like life and just how much it sucked for both of us. While we were having this conversation, I was smoking a Black and Mild cigarillo, and as you know, like that's even worse than cigarettes, like especially if you're smoking them regularly. And at the time I was, and she was saying like, I don't want to die, so I don't smoke those. And I was like, well, I don't give a fuck if I die, so who gives a fuck if I smoke it? And that was my thought process for everything. Then I realized like, if nothing in the world truly matters, and as human beings we have free will to do whatever we want, or just as beings on the planet Earth, why don't I do stuff and live in a way that makes me feel good and, semi-enjoyable? Like, if I'm gonna be forced to live, why not like it a little, Saying this out loud, it's the most simple thing, but when I tell you, it literally, like, I literally just sat there, I was like, whoa, like, I've been living wrong, like, what am I doing? After that day, like, I completely changed my life. Like, I don't feed into negativity. I won't even allow myself to think negative things. It's just worked out for the better. I was already really into astrology, but now I really incorporate it into my everyday life. And, if you're even semi-close to me, I'll probably ask you, like, what time you were born to find your natal chart, just because it fascinates me. And I feel like it's a positive outlet for me, sort of, to have a reason why, because I went through some things that really like shifted my mentality of thinking nothing was connected to realizing that everything and everyone is connected. And I don't know, astrology kind of helps me with that. So does meditation and learning about like the earth. Like, I've never felt so much love for the planet. Like, I realized my problems were with the way that human beings were acting, not with living on this earth. This planet does everything to keep us alive. It does everything to keep spinning, And I feel like we don't treat it like it's our home. You know, we look at our homes as the four walls that we sleep in, but really this planet is our home. We need to love it. We need to love each other, because love is really what makes the world spin, and people don't realize that. If people just loved. Anyways, I also, like, my mom used to give me crystals when I was dealing with depression in early high school, and I never really knew what they were, but I did keep them around me at all times. I would even take them out during tests, you know, before I researched them myself and really realized how much energy and like positivity they had with them. Everywhere I know that I'm gonna be having a positive experience, I try to keep them with me because they just make me feel good. I have this rose quartz wolf totem. I think it's really beautiful, and my mom gave this one to me recently. Rose quartz is actually like directly linked to the heart chakra. I love it, especially since it's a wolf, because it kind of gives like contradicting meanings. Not contradicting, but you know, I think a wolf is looked at as tough and, you know, dominating, and then it's with the, you know, a stone of love, and I feel like that's a good balance to have. You know, be strong but also be loving and be compassionate. These two babies are citrine. This one a friend actually got me when she went on a trip and she saw like a pack of healing stones for Leos, and she thought of me, so she got it. And this is like a raw citrine geode, and I love them. I think these might be my favorite. These stones are also known to kind of increase the flow of creativity and fulfillment of like your wishes and dreams, also known as manifesting. Also, what I love about these is they're kind of known to dispel negative energy. So if I ever feel like I'm having a bad day, or I feel something kind of overwhelming me to the point where I know it's going to ruin my mood, I like to kind of meditate with these in my hand. I also do a new moon journal every month where I write my intentions or my goals for the month. I kind of put the notebook up high, and I'll put this one on top of it. This one is topaz. This one is known for giving abundance and freedom of forgiveness and expression and confidence and just love and positive energies. This is another one my mom gave me. This one is rondite. She gave it to me because at the time I was dealing with really bad anxiety, and this is known to kind of soothe, you know, emotional shocks and traumas. And I've seen somewhere that it's called like the first aid stone or whatever. Those are my favorite stones that I keep around me. I have a couple more, but so here's some tips for you if you're trying to become more of a positive person and would like to kind of get rid of some negativity in your life. 1, don't critique yourself so much. I feel like we need to have more forgiveness and compassion, not only for others, but for ourselves. We have to give ourselves time to grow and realize that we're doing as best as we can. If you have problems with self-esteem, it's so much fun and so easy to just like look in the mirror and be like, you're beautiful. And if you make that a regular thing, and if you incorporate that throughout your day, you'll realize that you truly are. It's not just you lying to yourself, it's you realizing it and affirming it and saying it out loud and putting it into the universe. 2, take some time for yourself. Take as much time as you need. Even if you're extroverted and you love being around your friends or your family, it's necessary for you to kind of take time to be by yourself and introspect. If you're introverted, this is even more for you. I feel like now is kind of hard because not everyone understands that alone time is needed, but I don't think you should ever feel guilty for needing that time to yourself. No one else is entitled to you 24/7. Take that time to do things you love. You can write, read, go on a walk, garden, watch some TV, binge eat, you know, live life, do you. 3, I think meditation is very important and very critical to self-love and self-peace. Taking time to where you're silent and there's no distractions and it's just you and your thoughts, and eventually your inner calmness, not silence like people think, but calmness is necessary. It's a way to stay sane in this crazy world. I have faith in you guys, and I know that you guys will be all flourishing and thriving soon. It'll be amazing to see. I love that on my path to positivity, I've had a lot of people congratulate me and be supportive of me, and I'm gonna be that for you. So if you ever need anyone, if you need to just tell me how great you're doing, just go for it, because I love you and I'm happy for you. But alright, that's all I have for today, so see you guys next time. Let me know what y'all want to see. I love you. Be happy. Love someone else.